All right, in this video, I'm going to talk about why Apple is not the best option trades to get into right now, due to what happened on Friday. Some people may have made money going short Apple, but the real big money was really to go long. And let's take a look at this September 13th. Plan I posted pre-market. To give you an example, this was in power plan trades, but let's take a look at this, right? And just think about this now. Okay. Um, you see here basically what I said. I posted this. Okay, this was pre-market. This is based on the 12th close. You can see that based on the right. But I posted this pre-market. You can see that pre-market is a positive signal. But I want to explain some key points. And basically, what I wanted to see was Apple to really break above 107.25. And you could go in. I mentioned the options, which did very well. Of course, somebody could have went with even closer options. Let's say the September 30th 108 calls, and probably made about 700 to 800% gain. This was something you could hold for days. This didn't violate anything. It worked very perfectly, and that's when you want to get into stock options, when there's a good pivot point. Ever since we hit this target, the stock hasn't. It made a signal, but it wasn't strong, and therefore, this is why some people made money on the pullback. But the stock wasn't really set up for the pullback. It was really set up to make a nice push, and we might need some more time. But I want to make this point that we hit these targets, and the amount of profits I could have made on this play. Now I also made some follow-up plans. So this is Power Trick or Trade, my stream. Now, if you want to follow me, become a serious follower, I suggest you go to Power Trick or Trade on Twitter and see this pinned tweet video. See this pinned tweet video? You'll find that on Power Trick or Trade on Stock Twits. See the video, listen to the video. But anyways, let's go back to the Apple. Let me just press pause here. Okay, so I scrolled down to September 14th, where I posted a update for Apple on Power Trigger Trade, and I've had higher targets because at the time the stock was acting correctly. So let's click on this here. But, and I'm going to make an important point here. And so I don't go into anything unless I see positive. Now this from here moved very well too. You had to pay more than that 113.25 to get in. We were already in this. There was no reason to not to get out of this at all. The only time there was reason to get out of this was the way it traded in the 115 area. Okay, and of course how it traded from then on. Even when there was a new signal, I had to take a loss on the third one because I held, but based on my system though, I should have got out for a break even. But that's another story. I'm not going to get into that. What I'm going to explain that is that I know what to look for stocks to move. And here is this plan, and we didn't get to these targets the way I wanted to. I'm not saying that Apple's not going there, but at the moment I could see it needing more time to consolidate because of the way it acted on Friday. On the way and the way it didn't really follow through from confirming the 114.40 area. There was some profits to be made, but very little. And if you held it, it turned into a loss, but nowhere near the gains made on the proper trigger points. So Apple, I think, isn't really good to go short or long in options. I think it would be choppy and need to play around. I'm going to be posting some updates inside of I posted, for example, this is a trade, some trades. This is a trade for the people who like to buy the shares. And this one could be also with option ENDP. But this is my style. We look for confirmation. But I'll be posting some other plans that I think are a lot better to make more percentage gains. I look for when I get into option trades, I'm looking for something that make me 100 to 400% gain quickly. That's the way I trade. This BBRY, I only talking about that is to help the people on the BBRY board, as I did that many years ago, and I do that here and there. But I really focus on high performance stocks that are ready to go, like that Apple trade. And I posted actually two plans. Whichever plan you took, 100% gains were at least made on either one. But of course, the biggest was to take the first one, and it was easy hold. It worked out very well. There was no reason to get out of Apple. until we hit the first target in the 115 area. There's where you should have taken a lot of your profits. Again, depending on the options you traded, it would be 450%. But right now, I think Apple, and I'm making this video here. This is the September the 25th. I'm making this video to explain that I think it's not the best stock to get into for options to make big gains. Unless I see the right kind of price action, I will make an update. But right now, I think there are better stocks to watch for the trigger that can make stronger gains than Apple. Again, I like Apple. I like the stock. I'm a long-term investor, but you gotta look at the. You can't. You gotta focus on your system and not the company. Companies don't pay you. Apple, is going to do well. Options are short-term thing. We're trying to capitalize on quick money, hundreds, 2, 3, 4, 500% quick gains in options. I have a follower that is starting to be a power trick or trade with me. I have no website, and from the years of following me, years and years of following me, from his bad experiences of the past, he trusts me so much where he invested $30K to study with me one-on-one. And people, there's a big reason for that. Again, if you want to see the story of that video, become a follower, serious follower on Power Plan Trade. See this video. Just keep following Power Trick or Trade, by the way, until you're ready. See the plans. I post the plans. I'm posting videos. I'm posting the facts. And if you want to see everything, you want to be a serious follower on Power Plan Trades. So there you have it, people. I think that Apple is not the best stock to get into for options right now, and nowhere near the great investment it was from last week. So there you have it, people. Thanks for listening. Like the video.